Hey, what's up guys? Today is March 20th, 2016. I'm going to be going over the swing trade ideas for this week. This is my Twitter just in case you guys don't follow me. It's at BarryMohan81. There you can find a link to my YouTube videos, weekly webinars, and the chat room that I'm associated with, which is awesomecalls.com. First one of the week for last week's review. Let's go over those first. Was RMTI. I was looking for a pop here to 690 and then for a pullback to 6. It actually just came up to 651 and then it did pull back to under 6 actually. Next one on the list was FIT. What was I looking for? This one. So $14 price target after a pop to 16. So didn't even get a pop to 16. It just come up to $14.79, but it did pull back down to that $14 range. Next one on the list was Dust. Yeah, so this one totally failed. Obviously, it had a lot to do with FOMC and the big gold surge that we had that day. So the entire chart just broke down. Next one on the list was Joy. Okay, Joy Global. What I was looking for this one was a pullback to 1550. Chart came down to 1535 on this day, and then long it for 1750 plus. It came up to 1734. So that was pretty much on point. CMG. 530 pop for short. Okay, so if you played it right out of the gate for the long, because I was looking right out of the gate for the long, it said 530 pop. It came up to 521.81, so almost 522, and then look for it short. And if you did take it on the short side, if you played it long on the first day, great move. If you played it short after any one of those top end areas, then insane short. TK, I was looking for a continuation on this. I was looking at the 8/13 crossover here on the EMAs and 950 break or higher, and you got up to 1021. Next one on the list was MAR. I was looking for a 69.25 area. You got way higher than that. I think it just came right out of this one on Monday with the earnings, so the chart just kind of ripped up, kind of negated the entire play because the chart didn't get to play out as much. It was more of an earnings play. Bofi, top side on this one was $20, downside was $18.75. So $20, we got $20.75 on the upside. If you checked out the top and bottom areas that I was looking at, you would have gone short right away, and bottom side was $18.75. It came all the way down to $18 basically. Next one on the list was CSGS. I was looking for a pop on this one to $38.25, and it obviously went a lot more than that. Came all the way up to $42.50 range. Last one on the list was HTWR. Tight wedge. Worth watch for a breakout. Okay, so nothing happened with it. It did not break out, so there was no need to play it. It said tight wedge, look for a breakout first. So it didn't break out anywhere, so no need to look at that chart. For this week, 2016. Here's the weekly trade ideas for this week. I'm looking at Prta. Totally a channel trade here. Let me open it up just a little bit. Totally a channel trade here, obviously. So we're looking for upside to break over the 50 EMA, which sits about let's just call it 40 up here. Downside of the channel is down to about 32.75 or so. So watch for this one here to actually push up. I like the fact that it's keeping into the channel here. Strong volume came in on this day. So watch for it to actually push up, maybe look for a continuation candle up to about 40, then bring it back into the into the channel here to about 35, 36, somewhere around there. Dwti, and now I'm watching this because I think oil is going up a little bit, a little bit too much there, and which is good, but there's also reasons to be watching Dwti here. And so here's the chart from here to there, to kind of similarly to where it's at right now. So that's why I'm looking at Dwti right now. So what I'm looking for in Dwti is I'm actually looking for a pullback here to about 116.50 for any area to go long if it holds. Tesla, what I'm looking for this one is, I think obviously the chart's bullish as hell, but I'm looking for this one to actually start topping off here. So I'm saying about 236 pop and short it and bring it back down to about 218 or so. Further away a chart moves away from its moving average, the more likely it wants to come back and retest it. Next on the list is Clls. So I'm looking on this one. Nice, it's a nice flag formation here. Nice volume on the pushover break. So what I'm looking for is a pullback on this one down to about this area, so about 26.50 pullback, and then look for a long shot on this one to about $30 plus. Next one on the list is Pybi. I'm looking for this one to have it's obviously in a tight formation down here at the bottom. So I'm looking for this one to have a nice little pullback here to about 37.10. And if it holds, obviously it holds the trend. If it holds the trend, look for a push up to this area here. I would like to get over this resistance here and right up into the 50 EMA if possible, but it needs to hold the bottom obviously. AXP is the next one on the list. Nice chart here, keeps flagging, breaking, obviously over the 50 EMA right now, but there is resistance coming up on the chart here. You have resistance from on top here, point there coming up to it. So let's see it pop up here right to about the 63 area, and then we could bring it back short for a few points. Next on the list is Dgaz. A Pearson candle right at the bottom of this trend here, so it's obviously a nice strong area to get a nice strong Pearson pattern right at the bottom of this trend here. So let's see if this can form a reversal here on Dgaz. Obviously that'll be inverse to natural gas itself, so I'm okay with that. And so I'm looking for Dgaz here to push up a little bit. Maybe if it comes up to about 23 or so, that should be a decent enough continuation into from this candle pattern over here. Try to see if we get it up to the 13 EMA or so. Next on the list is Dgly. Now I like this little one here, and it really has nothing to do with the news or anything. It's just pure technical. So I just like it on the bottom here with the formation that it's given, and I also like the fact that it used a support before down into this range, and if it did come off of this range here, it would make just a huge inverted head and shoulder pattern. So that's what I'm looking at to see if it holds. And stochastics are curled up, your MACD's curling up, and if we get some volume into the chart over here, it can actually make for a decent play, come back into and claim this trend area. It could actually make a nice decent play if we get the move up there, but that's bottom line where it's at right now. So if you took it there, the risk reward is really zitch, because it's right there, it's down at the bottom. Next on the list is VTL. Now I've played this many times before, but what I am seeing on this chart here is I'm seeing a higher low coming up to obviously a strong resistance up here at 961. So if we get that push over 961 for any reason, obviously if you get a nice pullback on this one at 875, I say you can take this one, play the obvious trend here, try to get that breakout over 961 over there. And the last on the list is VAC. Chart's a little overextended here for me, so what I'm thinking for, if it pops up to this 74 area, so look for that short, bring it back down to about 67 or so. So that's the list for this week. Hopefully we have a nice. I think it's gonna be a shorter trading week this week, so hopefully it's fun and safe for all of us. So good luck, guys. Take care.